I'm glad you brought that up, because that's another, and you know, this has kind of been settled, and I'm really, really, really glad about that, you know. But when I was in my early, you know, writing days at WCW, okay, and you can call me naive, you can call me, one thing in my career that like I've always had a problem with, and it's funny that you mentioned Scott Hall, okay, I've never drank, I've never done drugs, I've never done anything like that in my entire life, never, okay? So when it appears that a wrestler, you know, may be under some kind of an influence, I never accuse a wrestler of that, because I've never done it. So if I've never done it, how could I say, oh, you have screwed up on pills? I don't know what it's like to be screwed up on pills. I've had too much to drink maybe twice in my life, and I was in my fraternity at 22 years old. I don't know if somebody's drunk. I mean, I don't know. So like I'm always like the stupid idiot where somebody's on something and I'm like, nah, nah, because I don't know what it is to be on, you know, what are they, Valium, and I don't know, you know. So a lot of times in the early booking meetings, there was a big rumble, okay, coming at me, because I was the head of creative, to get rid of Bobby Heenan. Okay? Now, again, you can relate to this. Who's the Bobby Heenan I know? The Bobby Heenan I know is the guy running around in a weasel suit, the guy cutting the best promos in the freaking world, the guy wearing a ridiculous, ugly blue tuxedo. That's Bobby Heenan on TNT. I mean, no, we're not getting rid of Bobby Heenan. Vince, can't you see when he's on the air that, you know, something's off? No, that's Bobby's not going anywhere. That's Bobby. It was the same thing with Hogan, the same thing with Flair, the same thing with Seth. No, that's Bobby freaking Heenan. No. So now Brad wants to do everything by committee. I go home. Okay? The next week, okay, Bobby Heenan is replaced by Madden. I'm at home. I don't even know a change is made. Do you know how many years Bobby Heenan went on accusing me of getting him fired? And I was, again, it's like, where do you get this information? I was the sole one in that room just outright saying no. There wasn't even a debate. We're not even going to discuss this. No. Again, go back and look at when you were replaced. See if I was anywhere in the vicinity of the company. And I mean, for years and years and years, Bobby would, and I got to tell you, again, like, those are the things that broke my freaking heart, because it was like I would do everything I can to protect you from yourself, you know, to protect you, and at the end of the day to be accused of it because maybe the person who did it is telling you Vince did it, and you never confronting me. But you know, it was one of those things where, and again, I thank Tenay, because you know, Mike Tenay and Bobby are very, very, very close. And I mean, a couple of years ago, you know, Bobby came to one of our pay-per-views, and I said, Mike, please, I mean, tell Bobby I just want to come over and I want to say hello. So, I mean, I went over and I said hello, and I mean, he was very, you know, gracious and everything. But, you know, again, it's just, it's stuff like that. The same thing with Madden. It was, do you know how many years this guy rags on me and cuts once I came back and Madden was on the air, I was one of his biggest supporters. I mean, he's our announcer. I had a great relationship with Madden. We never exchanged words. We never did anything. 10 years later, you're writing about me in columns that I don't know anything and I'm a piece of crap. It's like, I don't understand it.